Just broke that Steve Harvey was sleeping with Diddy for over 20 years, but this is where it gets weird. Because not only is his own daughter involved, but he was caught hinting at the entire situation years ago.
Steve Harvey allowed Sean Combs to date Lori Harvey, his stepdaughter, in order for freak-off footages not to be released.
My hidden talents really can't be discussed on national television because it involves excessive amounts of baby oil.
Steve Harvey's freaky scandal could land him in serious trouble any day now. After shocking evidence of him showing up at Diddy's notorious freak-off parties surfaced online, and the word on the street, he allegedly went as far as selling his stepdaughter, Lori Harvey, to Diddy. Katt Williams tried warning everyone about Steve years ago, but people just shrugged it off, saying he was jealous. Turns out, Katt may have been one of the only people actually telling the truth, and trust me, the beef between Katt and Steve isn't just about baby oil or freaky parties. Last year, when Katt hit up Club Shay Shay, he dragged Steve so hard that Steve reportedly wanted a face-to-face fight. Can you imagine scrolling through Hollywood Unlocked and seeing Steve Harvey and Katt Williams throw hands? That's how heated it got. But Katt didn't back down for a second. He kept that same unfiltered energy. During his sit-down with Shanann, Katt called Steve out as a fraud and an industry plant. He said Steve was jealous of Bernie Mac, turned on him while he was alive, and then had the nerve to steal Bernie's entire style after his passing to boost his own career. Katt also claims Steve was swiping Mark Curry's jokes and passing them off as his own. According to Katt, Steve has zero real talent, spending years pretending he didn't want to be a movie star, while secretly plotting Bernie's downfall, then stepping right into his spotlight the moment Bernie was gone.
The same Steve that went to go watch Mark Curry do his whole sitcom and then stole everything Mark Curry had. Now Steve got a sitcom where he the principal, and he wear a suit, and then he gets this high top fade, making all black men think he got the best lineup in the business, and it's a man unit. Then you ask it, why you not a movie star? I didn't want to be a movie star. This the same that hated on Bernie with this same thing. I didn't want to be a movie star. No, you couldn't be a movie star. There are 30,000 new scripts in Hollywood every year. Not one of them asks for a country bumpkin black dude that can't talk good, baby, and look like Mr. Potato Head. There ain't none. You would have to have range. I played a lot of characters, 60 movie roles. I'm not playing Katt Williams in there. Why? Because the whole time Bernie was here, you was acting like you was funnier than him. The reason you was supposed to go last is because it was your tour. Tell the truth. It was Steve's tour. Not it was going to be called the Kings of Comedy. It was Steve's tour. These are the guys opening for him. Of course you got to close if it's your tour. That's why it was such a big deal.
But Katt wasn't done dragging him. He also exposed Steve for fabricating a homeless story to gain sympathy. According to Katt, Steve was never homeless. He was actually pulling in $3,000 a night touring with Mark Curry during that period.
Harvey telling people he used to be homeless. That's my story. That's not his story. Steve Harvey wasn't never homeless. When Mark Curry was touring with him 25 years ago, he was making $3,000 a show in cash and doing 5 shows a week. They just tell the stories. Thanks to my wife, I'm where I am. You said that about the first wife. You forget that? You told us it was her, then you went and married somebody else that think like a man. Like, what are you talking about? They think they can rewrite history. Guy Torrey did a beautiful special about the Comedy Store and Fat Tuesday, where he said that Steve and Cedric and Kevin Hart and Tiffany Haddish came through there and made... All lies. Steve and Cedric never performed at the Comedy Store at all. Tiffany was only seen at the Laugh Factory.
The audience was clearly Team Katt, tearing Steve to shreds online. At first, Steve tried to play it cool, posting vague clips about how haters always talk. But 7 months later, he finally cracked, firing back with a video threatening to knock Katt out.
Any-ass hater and you'll never have a hater that's doing better than you. Always know that. Don't get off the wall to dress some penny-ass boy who ain't got going for himself. Now you done stopped your climb up on the wall so you can come down here and talk to his little punk. Don't do that, man. I stay away from it. Now, do I want to? Yes. Because I'm a human being and I'm hood. Now, I used to be a fighter and I still got hands. They slow, but if you get up on it real close, I can still knock your monkey ass out there. I just don't have the quickness I have. But I still know how to turn my hip and shift that weight, and I'll knock your short out. I'll your perm straight out your head.
Katt didn't respond right away. Steve took a whole 7 months to even reply, but that doesn't mean Katt had nothing to say about Steve's alleged connection to Diddy's freak-off parties. In fact, after Katt's revelations, people started digging in. They found multiple receipts of Steve seemingly admitting he was at these freak-offs with his wife, Marjorie. Steve even had a segment on his TV show where he opened up about his bedroom habits. He admitted to using multiple bottles of baby oil during intimate moments because he liked the way it felt. Now think about it, that sounds exactly like the allegations that were made about Diddy. Steve even went as far as calling himself a baby oil professional. And here's the kicker, he likes the oil a little hot before using it. Guess who else reportedly likes their baby oil heated for the exact same reason? Yeah, Diddy.
Baby oil.
All right.
Praise the Lord, baby oil. Ever not include baby oil in your love life. You are missing one of the great inventions. Baby oil ain't really for babies. It's for your damn baby. It just go with everything. You can get baby oil on pizza. I done got it on pizza before. You taste it, you can't even hardly taste it. All around my mouth before. I don't even know what's on there.
Your favorite. Good for you.
Most people don't have a microwave in their bedroom. I've installed one because I need hot baby oil.
Steve didn't stop there. He actually made a whole song about how baby oil is for adults, not babies. And the wild part, he posted the video on TikTok back in 2020, putting it right out in the public for everyone to see. The signs were literally right in front of us the whole time, and yet nobody caught on. But it gets even messier. Word on the street is that Steve Harvey is the reason Lori and Diddy even dated. Yep, you heard that correctly. People are claiming Steve basically sold his daughter to Diddy. If you remember, Lori was linked to Diddy back in 2019. She was 22, and Diddy was pushing 50. And get this, they weren't even trying to hide their relationship. You'd think Steve would step in since Diddy is practically his peer, right? Nope. Steve and Marjorie were tagging along, fully supporting it. As no one's surprised, the romance only lasted 3 months. Reportedly because Diddy wasn't looking for a long-term thing. Lori eventually unfollowed him on social media and moved on. And yes, before Diddy, she was allegedly linked to his son, Justin. But in a 2023 interview, Lori denied ever being involved with him, saying, "It's so funny because I'm so quiet. So many stories have been made up about me. I've seen claims that I was fully in love with someone and had this whole relationship end. I'd see the guy and be like, I've actually never even met him," she added. "I've even heard I dated a father and son before." Absolutely not true. So many misconceptions. Now here's where it gets really shady. The streets are saying the real reason Steve allegedly allowed Diddy and his son around Lori is because Diddy threatened to leak freak footage of Steve and Marjorie from his parties. I can't confirm if that's true, especially since Lori denies it, but many believe it. The claim is that Steve and Marjorie were basically playing along to keep Diddy from ruining him, and when you pair that with the fact that Steve openly talked about baby oil on national TV, suddenly, Katt Williams' allegations start to feel a lot more believable. In fact, once those videos of Steve glazing baby oil went viral, Steve and his team allegedly pulled strings to get them removed, with a TikTok even pointing out receipts that suggest Steve was trying to silence the story.
Steve Harvey is attempting to silence me right now. Everyone's got to look up Steve Harvey baby oil since he clearly doesn't want people looking that up. So Steve Harvey was facing a lot of criticism for being involved with Diddy and because he's weirdly obsessed with baby oil. I can't show it, look it up. I made a video covering that whole situation and it got a copyright strike against it. Now the reason I got this strike is because Steve Harvey's team knows that those clips make him look really bad. Now because it makes him look bad, they don't want people talking about it, and since he has a whole team behind him, he can make people stop talking about it. Now I for one say that we start talking about it more since he clearly does not want us talking about it.
Like I said before, I can't confirm if this is true or not, obviously. I wasn't in the room getting oiled up with them, but people definitely believe it. And let's be real, Steve's weird obsession with baby oil isn't helping his case at all, that is always. The internet had plenty to say. One person wrote, "Lori got with Diddy so Steve could level up in the industry. He gave something to get something. She was used by Steve." Another said, "Steve doesn't care about Lori, or even her mom, Marjorie. They're both looking out for themselves. And Marjorie? She's married to a man who would drop her faster than you can say Jack Flash." Now I want to hear from you. What do you think about Katt Williams calling out Steve Harvey for his connection to Diddy? And do you believe Steve actually sold out Lori to protect himself? Drop your thoughts in the comments below and don't forget to click here to watch another very messy video.